Mortgage Ballers. My name is Rich Hanlon, and today I've got a little different scenario I wanted to share with you. I have a lot of loan officers that are stressing out thinking they can't afford to do videos. And over the years, I've used a lot of different products, and I realized that maybe I have some products now that people don't have access to. Like I use Riverside to record things. I use ChatGPT, I use NVIDIA.io, and I can actually use live editors that I've taken freelancers off Fiverr and stuff like that. I try and use things to my advantage, especially technology, things like that. But there are some basic things that you can use, and one of those is Microsoft Publisher. So today I'm going to show you how to take Microsoft Publisher. I used ChatGPT to write a script for a video, and I thought, you know what? At the bottom it said, hey, would you like to make a slideshow or presentation? And I said, yes, make a presentation, and immediately put it right into my Microsoft Publisher, which is what you're looking at right now. And then I'm literally going to record right over the top of that, and then I'm going to export it as a video, and let's see how this looks. So here we go. This is a topic that I really like to talk about. It's a book I'm reading right now called Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell. And these are his words, not mine. I want to give him full credit, but I'm really enjoying this book. He also recommends a lot of other books that if you're an entrepreneur, which I think most loan officers are, most real estate agents are, then we need to start acting like it. So let's go through this together because I wanted it specifically for loan originators, and this is kind of how it came out. So Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell. The main topics we talk about: how to 10x your productivity for loan officers, break free from the grind, scale your business, and reclaim your freedom using Dan Martell's proven system. So what's the problem? Loan officers are stuck doing $10 per hour work when they should be focused on the $500 per hour results. You don't hire to grow your business, you hire to buy back your time. Two concepts that we're going to talk about today. These are very important with the buy back your time system. So keep that in mind. Loan officers are stuck doing $10 per hour work when they should be focused on $500 per hour results. You don't hire to grow your business, you hire to buy back your time. Yes, I did say that twice on purpose. Chapter 1 talks about the buyback principle. What do? You track your time and label your tasks. How do you do that? You keep a piece of paper, you set an alarm on your phone for every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes it goes off and you write down exactly what you are doing in that moment. Doesn't matter what it is. It's your time, and it's allowing you to understand what you're doing throughout your day, what you're doing in the morning versus the afternoon. We have what's called energy producing items. We have things that are neutral, like going to the bathroom, and energy draining items. You do that for a week, and then you're going to fall back and audit by making a green marker on the energy producing task that you do, a yellow marker on the neutral items, and a red marker for the energy draining tasks that you do. So I want you to understand what we're talking about there as you start to audit your daily work habits. Chapter 2, the replacement ladder. All right, so you've taken and you audited your time, so you need to start learning about delegation, task delegation. You have personal tasks, you have admin work, you have marketing, you have sales support. You only focus on what you can do, right? This is what the goal of this is to get rid of the things that somebody else can do for you. Replace yourself with somebody at a lesser cost per hour than what your hourly wage is. By the way, if you don't know what your hourly wage is, you take everything that you made last year, every bit of income, and you divide it by 2,000 hours, and that will give you your hourly rate. The second step of that is if you can replace tasks in your workday with somebody at 25% of your hourly rate or better, you need to do that. You need to consider doing that. What did we talk about? Um, Most people that are self-employed are just really self-employed employees of their company because they are horrible at delegation of tasks. All they did is, instead of working for somebody else, they work for themselves. And we need to kind of get out of that thought process and start thinking of each one of our lives as a business, and how can we be better at that business? Because I'm going to tell you right now, you're not saving yourself any money by doing it yourself. Matter of fact, you are costing yourself, your family, your loved ones money every month that you do the task yourself. You are the highest paid person in your company, and so you're robbing your company at a high cost per value that you could do for less, which in fact saves money for your company. Find somebody who is very specific in what they do for your company. It frees you up 100% to concentrate on the high ticket items that only you can do. Chapter 3, the buyback loop. All right, so let's talk about this one. You never stop auditing your time, because you will get caught in a trap and you'll say, gosh, I haven't audited my time in over a year. And so you're constantly auditing your time. It's a repeatable time mastery loop is what he calls it. Audit your time, transfer low value tasks, fill your time with high leverage activities, right? We also talk about energy. He uses energy, and what he's referring to, just like this video. I'm going to make one video. I'm already halfway through it. I'm going to spend 20, 25 minutes, and it is green, meaning it will never, ever become dull and old. Anybody could watch it 24 hours a day. I've only given energy one time to this task. So I want you to think about that. What you can do when you free up your time is amazing, and imagine having your time leveraged in so many ways that it's like having 10 of you doing high energy efficiency tasks. So again, repeatable time mastery loop means you're auditing your time, you're transferring low value tasks, and you fill your time with high leverage activities. Chapter 4, build the replacement machine. System equals time freedom. Create standard operating procedures, right? How do you do that? Well, there's things that nobody else can do but me. Like, really? Well, why don't you start by recording your screen, by documenting your processes, where you can now train once and delegate forever. If it's only something you can do because you think there's so many different steps and somebody's going to mess it up, then you record and document the process so that somebody can walk behind you. That is what a true entrepreneur and leader and business owner does. You're starting to think like a corporate leader rather than an employee of your company. Create standard operating procedures, record your screen, document your processes, and train once, delegate forever. Chapter 5, high leverage zone. Focus your time on what grows the business. I'm going to say that again. There is two types of energy. There is productive energy and there is busy energy. Can productive also be busy? Absolutely. But can busy not be productive? And the answer is yes. We are great at staying busy. The question is it productive busyness or is it non-productive busyness? So when you understand your business, what brings business in and what does not bring business in, you can now take that freedom of time that you have bought back because you understand the value of your time and focus your time on what grows the business, such as referral networks, content creation, buyer webinars, strategic partnerships. And remember, as you do this and as you grow, if you can get these things done for even cheaper, than what it costs you to do it per hour, then you can do that. Buyer webinars, content creation, strategic partnerships. You can clone yourself in a lot of different ways. And I would challenge you to start thinking of how you can do that. All right, so let's get back to the stack. If you're going to line it all up, audit your time, climb the replacement ladder, run the buyback loop, build standard operating procedures, also called SOPs, live in the high leverage zone, right? That is everything we just talked about in order and understanding the total time mastery stack if you're going to do it. You can't do one without the other. You can't live in the high leverage zone unless you've gone through and done step one, which is auditing your time. And I would challenge most people, just start there. Trust the process. Second, climb the replacement ladder, meaning figure out what you can get off of your plate for cheaper. Run the buyback loop, meaning you never stop looking at it. You find anything you can at all time. You become a master of this, and anything that's so far up the ladder that you know you need somebody qualified to do it, well, then build a standard operating procedure, record yourself and or document yourself doing that particular exercise or needed item so that somebody can learn behind you. Don't be afraid to teach people. And then obviously the last part, when you master these things, it allows you to do the things that bring in the most business. If you're going to shy away from the things that bring in business, then you're in the wrong business. You just need to be better. Some of you are like, Rich, I really just want to get one more deal per month. Cool. This is how you do it. Some of you are saying, I want to go from 10 deals to 20 deals. Great. This is how you do it. This is a proven method for anybody right where you're at that you can start today. All right, so what's your next steps? You can say, wow, I listened to this, whatever, don't like it. Do what you want with it. But the truth is, if you're not where you want to be, then you need to figure something out. How do you do that? By learning, by trying, by experimenting, by failing. If you're not failing, then you're not learning. So start by doing a time audit this week. Get your piece of paper out, set your alarm on your phone, and start auditing your time. You can download Dan Martell's time audit tool. You can just Google it, and it's basically out there on Google. But all it is a piece of paper where you can write down every 15 minutes what you're doing. And then remember, if you want for free, Dan Martell actually has a Spotify podcast where you can listen to by just subscribing for his weekly growth strategies. I listen to him in the car. He's phenomenal, and he has so many different nuggets to help people. He over $100 million collectively with what he does. This guy is incredible, and he talks in a language that I think loan officers and or salespeople can understand. So what's one task you can delegate this week? Part of it's taking action. What is one thing this week that you could delegate to somebody else at a lesser cost, allowing you to free up some time? Some of you, just so you know, start with your emails and your calendars. All right, final thoughts on this. You're the CEO of your business, not the admin. Protect your time, build your team, buy back your life, and let's level up. What's he saying here? It's a reminder that we have to keep reminding ourselves of. You have to think of yourself as the CEO of your business. I don't care if you are small and a one-person loan officer. You've got to stop acting like the admin, the trash man, the cleaning person. You have to almost become lazy in a sense to the world so that you can hone in specifically on your high leverage items. This is true of any business. I don't care what business you're in. You could apply this to any business. And some of you really need to share this with your real estate agents because they're doing the same thing. right? Lastly, protect your time, build your team, buy back your life. Do you protect your time? Do you look at your time as an asset or a liability? Do you even value your time? If you're going to be in sales and you want to be somewhat successful and or ultra successful, you need to protect your time with a vengeance. You do that by starting with the lower end tasks that you can get done for cheaper, freeing up your time, which is basically buying back your life. Leveling up means that you constantly are auditing, constantly back building that team to free more time, leveraging yourself at the highest level you can. And again, each one of us has a different goal. But the question I have for people, if you're not happy where you're at in this moment, right now, the second, then you need to make a change. And sometimes it just takes a small amount to turn that dial and get your trajectory into a little bit of a different lane or path. So that's my thoughts. Thank you so much. Again, this is Rich Hanlon. I hope you got something out of this today. If you could, like, comment, maybe hit that notification bell. Let me know what you thought about this. Is this something you have any interest in? Is this something that, am I just off my rocker thinking that people could actually want to learn something? That is my lane. That's what I do every day, and that's the energy I bring to my customers, to my real estate agents, and to my loan originators. How can I get better every day? All right, signing off, Rich Hanlon. Take care.